Hello everyone and welcome back to the Nerd Den here once again, and in today's video I am going to be talking about my predictions for the future of Doctor Who, because so far we've roughly had Doctor Who every single year. Even in years like 2016 where there was no season, we had the return of Doctor Mysterio, and 2019 we had Resolution, which was the New Year's Day episode. Then we didn't get a new season. That was followed on in 2020 with Series 12. So yeah, this is kind of where we're heading into an obscure time where no Doctor Who, as we know, is in production, which is kind of alarming, to be honest, and it has caused a lot of worry in the fandom. But I am going to be talking about my predictions for the future of Doctor Who because, yeah, obviously being a Doctor Who fan, I like to speculate, I like to theorise, that sort of thing. So this is roughly what I feel like is going to go down in the Whoniverse moving forward now that we've had this year's season 2. So with all that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, so I believe that the spin-off that was recently finished filming, The War Between Land and Sea, will release next year. Now, whether that's going to be early next year, very early in January, so it's technically still a part of the BBC's festive lineup, would be, yeah, I think it's a fair chance. Or it could air around about mid-April to tie into Earth Day, which, judging by the synopsis and the plot lines for this spin-off series, with the Sea Devils going to war with humanity because of the pollution in the oceans and stuff, it would make a lot of sense to kind of tie it in around that time of year. So having 5 episodes released on a weekly basis, just to assume with this theory that that's the release pattern, it would kind of make sense to do that. So yeah, that's just my little prediction there, that The War Between Land and Sea will air early next year, and that means Russell T Davies technically isn't lying about the annual Doctor Who-ness. But then we move on to the following year, 2027. Now, my prediction here is that we will either get one special or at the max 3 specials that will air the 2027. So this will be used to kind of tie up the Russell T Davies era, the second Russell T Davies era, where we will see Billie Piper and David Tennant's 14th Doctor join forces. It will be like a multi-Doctor story. We could potentially see Ncuti as well, but I feel like it would be way too soon after his departure. But essentially, we will see whatever's going on with Billie Piper's Doctor or whatever character she is playing, and perhaps she does join forces with the 14th Doctor, and this allows the Doctor to finally fully regenerate into a new incarnation. And I guess the reason why Billie Piper's back, whether it's the Bad Wolf theory or something else, and that will be explained throughout the course of those specials, which is a repeat of the 60th anniversary, I know, and I feel like, yeah, Russell T Davies is repeating his work a lot, but I feel like that would kind of be a suitable swan song if he were to leave the showrunner, which, in this theory, I am going to be saying, yes, 2027 will be the last run of episodes that Russell T Davies releases. And then we move on to 2028. Now, I'm going to say that Season 3 or Series 16, whatever you want to call it at this point, will air later that year. So late 2028, I imagine we will get a brand new series with a brand new Doctor, but I'm going to say that there's going to be some stuff behind the scenes. Again, this is purely, theory-based, but it's going to be a really hard relaunch of Doctor Who. More so than we've had before. Now, when I say hard launch, I think it's going to be something similar to Series 5, but with a mix of Series 11 as well, where we're kind of thrown into the action of, mix of between Series 5 and Series 1 of New Who. So we've got a brand new Doctor that's just like, we just pick up adventures with whoever they are. We don't see the beginnings of this incarnation. It doesn't follow on from the ending of the specials from the following year. But there will be returning monsters this time around. So we will see Daleks. We may see Cybermen, but primarily audiences will finally be reintroduced to the Daleks. Because at this point, they haven't been on main TV. I'm not counting the Christmas in Need special from 2023. But they haven't been on main TV since 2022. So the Daleks, the general audience, they might need a little bit of a reintroduction. Obviously, we know that Daleks are villains. Casual audiences will know that. But what are the Daleks? What do they do? What are they after? Etc. I feel like 2028 will be the perfect time to reintroduce the audiences to the Daleks. So that's my prediction there, and I do feel like moving forward, 2028 and then 2029, we start going on a character arc with this Doctor, this incarnation of the Doctor, and we could kind of move back towards characterized storytelling that we've seen in the show's past. Instead of focusing on big CGI and incredible CGI moments, that sort of thing, we focus more on story and character development. Perhaps the show could even return to serialized storytelling, which is something that I've wanted for a very long time, whether it be in the akin of Flux or more like the classic series. Who knows? But that's my little theory about the show's future. So with all that being said, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If you are new around here, please click that like button and subscribe for more nerdy content, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for all support, and I might be going live in a couple of hours as well, so be sure to check out the channel if that is the case, because I'm going to be talking about something very exciting. So I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for all support, and goodbye for now.